Hey everybody, it's Krista back to do the weekly reading for the sign of Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Libra, if you don't know your Moon and Rising sign, there's a link in the description box where you can find out your whole birth chart. And that way, if you want additional messages for the week, you can always look at your Moon and Rising sign readings as well as your Sun sign reading today. So this is for the week of July 20th to August 1st. It is a general reading, so whatever is most prominent in your life, I'll encourage you to apply these messages to, and hopefully you find them helpful and healing. So last week I tried something new on camera. Going to practice that more with clients and on my own just because it was inspired, but it was new. So I want to become a little bit more fluent in doing that spread. So I'm going to go back to a tried and true for me. We'll be doing a 5-card spread this week, looking at what energy you're just coming out of, current situation, probable outcome, what is working for and against you. So it's a 5-card spread, and then as always, we'll be drawing additional message cards from each of the medicine card tarot and the healing with the angels tarot. And the main spread will be using the Wisdom of the Oracle deck. So Libra, what do you need to know? What does Libra need to know? So we're just looking for 4 more cards, and then we'll get sort of an eagle eye view of the whole spread. And then we'll look at each card in their position up close one by one. So what does Libra need to know? Okay, so we had a few jump over there. I'm going to wait till they jump out of the deck, or there's just 1 or 2 at a time. Here we go. Ooh, that fell back in the deck. I really thought that was going to flip. So we're just looking for 1 more card, Libra. If we get around 3.5 minutes without one, I'll pull from the center of the deck for you. Sweet. All right, and if you're a returning viewer, you'll know that generally when I'm doing a 3 to 4 card spread, I'll be using the bottom of the deck energy card, but because we have a lot going on here, we're going to skip that this week until we go back to a 3-card spread. So automatically I can tell that there is a great deal of movement here going on in this spread for you. Is it psychological, mental, emotional, physical? Yes, all of it. There is a lot of movement, whatever that means for you in a general sense this week. And if there isn't, and if you're watching this, say the beginning, say the 25th or the 26th, this is a call for you to like, okay, stuff needs to happen. So in each position, I'll look at the card with you and then sort of just tell you what card is in that position, and then we'll look at them one by one together. So the central position card represents you, Libra, and this is the blessed card. This is a high ascension card. It's also got a lot of Capricornian energy. And when I say that, I just mean that it's got 10th house energy. Capricorn rules the 10th house, and the 10th house rules career, establishment, time, the father, work, clocks, status, groups, outside, anything that is outside of the home. Capricorn is the opposite sign of Cancer, so it's the opposite of the home. So it's the workplace, it's work in general, that type of thing. So something considering your work, place of employment, work environment, even if it's volunteer work, etc., is really taking up a lot of energy this week. Or you'll be wanting to get to the bottom of something this week, or just feeling as though you are part of something and blessed in this position this week, because the term is blessed, but it is in the 10th house position. So with what is working for you, is the tribe. And this is really cool too, because we're seeing here we have groups and here we have group mentality. So something that's going on within something that could be considered tribal mentality or even tribal energy. This could be about, when I talk about volunteer work, for example, I just mean a sense of um, a group mentality. There could be a project that you're working on for the homeless, or to, like, it's another word where they do like they feed people weekly. There could be a project having to do with giving back to the community, is what I'm getting at here. And you could be dealing with other people who are like-minded to you, within the workplace or within the volunteer workplace. Are they your best friends? Are they going to be invited over for tea? Do you feel like they're your family? Maybe not. But because you already have family, this is still going to feel as though they're very, very important to you, even if they're not necessarily family. And then energy that you're just leaving or bringing into the week is the time to go energy. The time to go card is really just about endings. It's just about letting it go, walking away. That phase is over, and there's no need to bring it into the new phase. And it looks like it's going to be fairly easy for you because it's energy that you're just leaving. And then, of course, you find yourself in a blessed position this week. So if you have made a decision, or if you're in the process of making something, whether it's easy or not for you, it's definitely going to lead you in the right place here this week, Libra. And it could be, like I said, that you're turning to other people with whom you have a lot in common with when it comes to higher ideals, when it comes to big projects, social or community projects. You're going to find that you're really comfortable and confident in that situation and respected in that situation. So you're going to feel like you belong there. And what could be working against you is a fork in the road. Now, I'm going to show you these up close together, but these are kind of within the same family. A fork in the road is something that you've been in the process of for a long time, and now you are in a position where you could be steering away from it because you're looking at it through a different lens. It doesn't mean that you have to say goodbye to people or that there's any animosity here. It just means that you have to make a decision and you might be putting it off. But a decision does have to be made here, because the probable outcome is the happy, happy card. It's probably one of the most pleasant, next to the um, milk and honey card out of the deck. It's probably one of the most pleasant, beautiful, joyful cards, which means that you have the answer and you brought yourself to this place. So even if you are asking others for help, or if you're looking for advice, or you feel like you belong somewhere, or a tough decision needs to be made, I think it's ultimately in your best interest to look within, because it's saying here with the egg symbol that you have the answers and you know what's best for you. Okay, so that's an overall sort of bird's eye view of what's going on here. Let's look one by one. Like I said, this is Capricornian energy. It's also high ascension energy. Another term I would use for this card is Christ consciousness. There is a real sense of being, and of course with the word blessed, there is a sense of calm here. There is a sense of knowing you belong. This is where you need to be right now. A great deal of acceptance is going on now. If it isn't, perhaps apply acceptance to the situation this week and you could be more calm or feel better about it. Ultimately, 10th house, it's going to be about expression. It's going to be what you're doing in the public versus the private eye here. So this week, Libra, you will find yourself in the public eye more prominently or more often, or at a greater rate, or in a more prominent position this week, and it's going to feel really natural to you. You're going to feel really confident in there because you've gotten a lot of support from who you consider your tribe, okay? Your idealists. This is the energy you're leaving, or are just leaving to walk into this blessed position. You have let something go, or you're being asked to let something go so that you can arrive here. Something is holding you back though, and it does mean that you need to recognize its time is over. The interesting thing here though is that it could be from a group of people, or another person, or an ideal itself. Perhaps you've changed your mind about something that you thought was really static or was fixed, somehow you were sort of stuck with it, but that's not the case. And even if it was a feeling or a position that you found yourself in, if it was work or an idealism or community or volunteer event, you're going to find that having left that negative feeling or idea or concept or behavior behind, you're going to feel more in tune with these people, more accepted and able to do this work with other people. And like I said, you don't have to feel close to them on every single level as though they're family, etc. But you are going to feel respected and that there's a great deal of camaraderie here so that you and these other individuals can work on projects to problem solve or create definitive outcomes. And the reason I'm saying that as well is because we have blessed in the current position. This is all 10th house. This is all about public sphere. Something is happening in the public sphere here, essentially with groups or organizations or associations. Which is what working for you. What could be working against you or information that you need to be aware of is the fork in the road. Another decision needs to be made with regard, primarily where my eye is drawn with this card, is someone's wearing a mask and someone's being either deceptive, even if it's playful and it doesn't mean any harm, but it is a time suck. So if you need to get things done and you have a deadline this week, and you're really making commitments and moving in the right direction and you feel like there's an energy of some sort that's a time suck, I would get to the bottom of that and contemplate terms like mask wearing and deception or even monkeying around, this type of thing. Don't give yourself a hard time necessarily, Libra, if it's about enjoying fun in the sun. I mean, summer only lasts so long. So if this is about taking a break, don't read into it, just take your break. But if this is about concepts and if this is about the tribe, for example. Like these two cards are actually really similar. This is about choosing where you want to be, right? This is the tribe, who you associate with. This is about the decision regarding which tribe. So this is really just either putting something off that needs to be made, a decision around this issue, or finding out that this tribe isn't who you thought they were. These associates, comrades, group, whatever is going on up here, isn't who you thought they were. But they're going to reveal themselves very quickly. I just don't see it being overly damaging here. Remember to rely on your intuition and psychic ability, okay, Libra? Because I think it'll lead you to something, a firm decision that will result in a very happy outcome for yourself. Ultimately, and like I mentioned when we read this card, when it was here on the table, so this is what's going on within. The egg is the symbol of fertility. We have the hummingbird. This is beauty. This is highest level joy. And the hearts and the confetti, of course, balloons. This is cause for celebration. There is this amazing symbol under the egg where she has, in my view, created this environment for herself. So I really feel like you have an opportunity here to create something for yourself by seeing through something. And the reason you're able to do this, of course, Libra, is because you have the key. This is the keyhole. Only you hold the key to what's inside. And of course, this is fertility. This is about you bringing something within to life. Trust that you have the answers, that you know what to do. You know how to handle groups of people, associations, anything regarding the 10th house. And I've mentioned many themes regarding the 10th house. There could be very specifically a Capricorn involved in your week, or Capricornian energy, like I mentioned, but a Capricorn sun, moon, or rising could be involved this week, who could lend you some really great advice. Another term around Capricorn is maybe cold or cynical. So there could be an element of being cynical about a situation. Try not to go down that road too much. If it's about keeping a sense of humor, absolutely, humor is essential. But remember not to get dragged down in cynicism and to keep moving. The whole point here, in order to get to this level, though, in terms of what you need to know, Libra, is it's time to let something go. It's time to walk away. It's time to close that door. And because it's a general reading, whatever that touches intuitively when you hear that, please acknowledge that and make a decision to walk away from something that isn't working. It could be that you're going out on your own and then bringing people into your fold, versus you becoming part of a tribal fold, something that, for example, already existed and you're going to go be part of that. I think that there could be a situation or a concept or even a theme here where the opposite is going on. You could be the leader here, and this tribe or this association is coming into your fold. If that's the case, it's going to feel as though you've done a great job, okay? Really good job, and it's going to make you feel really, really happy. So congratulations either way. It looks like you're doing the right thing for the highest good. And like I said, just be aware here that there could be some deception. Either you're allowing this into your life or someone's bringing it in, and they don't know that they're monkeying around. They don't know that it's not welcome. They haven't been told, for example. So if that's the case, maybe just make them aware one way or the other, or that essence or that thought process, whatever. You know, just make it known that now isn't the time, or, you know, we don't want to do that right now. You're busy doing other things. You have higher ideals. So, and ultimately with the mask wearing, just make sure that no one around you is playing deceptive games or wearing a mask. And certainly, Libra, that applies to you. This could be projected into our lives, but certainly we could be projecting it. So make sure that you're playing fair and doing, you know, highest energy work here. Just because of not only the Ascension card here in the center, but ultimately what is most valuable to you, right? Like if happiness is high value to you, it's available to you. And you don't need to take from anyone else to do it. In fact, more people might even be gravitating to you because of this new energy in your life. So here we have the Buffalo, one of the additional message cards. This is the Prayer and Abundance card. I'm going to suggest that you actually require the prayer in order to receive abundance this week. I feel like because this is energy, the time to go energy, you might be feeling or thinking in terms of lack, but this is only due to comparison. If you recognize that you're actually safe and comfortable and blessed and taken care of, and you have the answers, right? You have the answers here, happy, happy. You can rely on yourself. Even though I know you're a partnership sign, if the partnerships aren't working out the way you want to this week, or the tribe isn't following your rules, or you don't want to do what they're doing, whatever, if and I just mean whatever in the sense of, you know, if they're not playing by your rules or you don't want to play by theirs, you can do this by yourself if you want to, but you really do need to ask for help, and you need to be grateful. Otherwise, you probably will find yourself turning to other people for help, or maybe even getting into like victim mode a little bit, like I need your help, I can't do this alone. Especially with the tribe up here, maybe over reliance on other people, even when it comes to accolades, validation, applause, this type of thing, right? We're looking at 10th house, we're looking at the public eye. Make sure this isn't the outcome for you. This is the outcome, not do people think I'm okay, is am I meeting the right people that I'm supposed to be doing this with, is the issue here, okay? So just make sure that your themes, I guess, or what your themes or goals are for the highest good, essentially, and not selfish if possible this week, Libra. So we're just looking for one more message card for you. We have a little group there. Let's get one more message card for Libra. All right, so we have two there. I am going to take them. We have the emerging and the meditation. This is really cool. So what did I literally just say with the buffalo? Prayer and abundance. So emerging is abundance. This is literally bringing things from nothing into something. This is fruition. This is the seed that's cracked open and is providing fruit or nourishment now. This is you emerging. You're living your ideals. You've come out of the dark. You know who you are. You've made that decision. You're emerging. You're coming out of something. And then the meditation, this sense of prayer, right? Being there's a saying that goes like, you know, humble or be humbled. Like humble yourself or be humbled. And I think this is what's going to sort of, catch you by surprise or take your breath away this week. There is this sense of if you don't do it, someone else will. And a good positive way to reach this for yourself so you're not forced into something you don't want to is to meditate on it. And remember, you are abundant, right? Things are emerging and being positive and you're going in the right direction. But also that prayer is important. You need to meditate. You need to have these moments of reflection and silence so that you can remember to be grateful. Sometimes when things go so fast, we can forget to be there or to go there or to be grateful. But it steals from us. It steals joy and goodness. So I think if you're able to practice all these things this week, the prayer and abundance, make sure you take time out to be grateful, be aware of how much you're growing, walk away from something, leave it behind. Remember to be in the present, to feel blessed, but also do the work that you feel important to you to do. Turn to other people for help. Don't let them control you, but also work within groups toward a higher goal. A decision needs to be made here. Someone's wearing a mask, taking up time, possibly being deceptive, and then your probable outcome with the happy, happy. There's a great deal of joy that's available to you. I think it's just a matter of what do you really want this week, Libra. So that concludes your reading. If you have a moment, let me know how this works out for you. I'm always curious. And if you're not already, make sure you subscribe to my channel because I upload videos for your sign every single week. So until we meet next time, take good care, Libra. Bye for now.